Did you know that 79% of marketing campaigns fail to hit their goals? That's a huge number, and it might shock you. But here's the thing, most marketers don't even realize why they fail. It's not always about bad ideas or lack of effort. There are hidden reasons that could be stopping your campaigns from succeeding. For example, 67% of marketers say they struggle with understanding their audience, which can lead to wasted effort and money. And here's another jaw-dropper, 45% of businesses say they don't track their marketing results properly. Without tracking, how can you know what works and what doesn't? In this video, we'll dive deep into the real reasons your marketing isn't working. We'll cover things like hidden roadblocks, data overload, and timing mistakes that are secretly sabotaging your campaigns. Stick with us, because by the end, you'll have the tools to turn your marketing from a flop into a success. Don't miss it. Chapter 1: The Invisible Roadblocks. What you're missing. In the world of marketing, unseen obstacles often destroy your campaigns. You may have the perfect strategy, but if you miss key elements, your efforts might fail. For instance, 80% of marketing campaigns fail because they don't align with the right audience. A great campaign needs to connect with the customer's emotions, desires, and pain points. But what if you don't know who you're really targeting? Many marketers overlook customer personas, which are essential for tailoring your message. Without understanding who your audience is, you're essentially guessing. In fact, companies with a deep understanding of customer personas are 60% more likely to achieve revenue growth. This means you should ask yourself, who am I talking to, and what do they care about? Another hidden roadblock is ignoring competition. You may not think about it, but 90% of failed campaigns can be attributed to not knowing what competitors are doing. If you're not watching the market, you might miss trends that could give you an edge. It's about staying aware of what's happening around you, not just inside your business. Finally, trends can play a huge part in your campaign's success. 69% of marketing teams say they struggle to keep up with the changing landscape. The key? Stay flexible and adjust as necessary. If you're too rigid, those invisible roadblocks will catch you off guard. Chapter 2: Data Overload. The curse of too much information. Data is a marketer's best friend, but only if you know how to use it. The problem starts when you drown in a sea of numbers and charts. Over 70% of marketers report feeling overwhelmed by the data they collect. Too much information can lead to confusion and, ultimately, missed opportunities. The first step to handling this data overload is focusing on what matters. It's easy to get sidetracked by irrelevant metrics, like vanity numbers, things that look good on paper but don't affect your bottom line. A/B testing, for instance, gives clear insights into what actually works. Forget guessing, let data tell you what your audience really wants. It's also crucial to regularly audit your data. You should track only the metrics that align with your goals. Otherwise, you risk wasting time and resources on irrelevant statistics. The right data can drive your marketing strategy forward, but the wrong data will lead you down a rabbit hole of confusion. Don't be afraid to throw out old data. Just because something worked in the past doesn't mean it will work again. 53% of marketing teams report that outdated data led them to poor decisions. Keep your data fresh to make informed, up-to-date choices. Chapter 3: One size fits all doesn't fit anyone. In the marketing world, there's no such thing as one size fits all. Customers have diverse needs and interests, so your marketing campaign should reflect that. 72% of consumers only engage with personalized messaging. When you treat all your customers the same, you miss the chance to speak directly to their individual needs. Think about it, people don't want generic ads that feel irrelevant. They want something that speaks directly to them. That's why personalized emails get a 29% higher open rate than non-personalized ones. It's clear, personalization works. But here's the tricky part, personalization isn't just about including a person's name in an email. It's about understanding their behavior, interests, and needs. Marketers who use behavioral data to personalize campaigns have seen a 20% increase in revenue. Segmenting your audience is another effective strategy. Instead of trying to market to everyone, break your audience down into smaller, more specific groups. Doing this boosts your targeting accuracy and increases the chances of conversion. 60% of consumers say they would appreciate offers tailored to their behavior. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on more marketing tips that can take your campaigns to the next level. Chapter 4: The Broken Feedback Loop. Why listening is everything. Listening to your audience is more crucial than ever. Too often, marketers ignore customer feedback and continue with campaigns that aren't resonating. A constant feedback loop from customers can help you adjust your marketing before it's too late. 43% of marketers agree that they don't do enough to collect feedback. If you're not asking for feedback, you're missing out on valuable insights. A simple survey or poll can give you direct access to what your customers think about your brand. Additionally, reviews and social media are great places to monitor how people feel about your products. People are talking, are you listening? Feedback also comes from data. Monitoring how your customers engage with your campaigns is one of the best ways to gauge their reaction. For example, tracking how long people stay on your website can give you insight into whether your content is engaging enough. 63% of marketers say engagement metrics help them adjust campaigns in real time. Ultimately, the best way to improve your campaigns is to keep the conversation going. Actively engage with your customers, ask questions, and adjust your strategies based on their responses. This is a major differentiator for companies that succeed versus those that don't. Chapter 5. Chasing trends, not your brand. It's tempting to jump on the latest trend. Everyone seems to be talking about it, and you don't want to miss out. But this kind of thinking can hurt your brand in the long run. Brands that chase trends without aligning them to their core values risk losing their identity. Trends come and go, but your brand should stay timeless. Think about how many brands have failed by jumping on trends that didn't match their ethos. A good example is Burger King's meme marketing, which, while popular, alienated some of their loyal customers who felt the brand was losing its core message. Staying true to your brand, rather than chasing trends, builds long-term loyalty. Another reason not to chase trends is the risk of looking out of touch when the trend fades. A recent study shows that 55% of consumers say they would stop buying from a brand if it seems like they're trying too hard to be trendy. Authenticity is key. Consumers want real connections, not gimmicks. Your brand identity should be at the center of every campaign. By all means, use trends as inspiration, but make sure they fit within your brand's narrative. 69% of marketers believe that staying true to your brand builds a stronger, more trusting customer relationship. Chapter 6. The Science of Timing. Launching at the wrong moment. Timing is one of the most overlooked aspects of a marketing campaign. Many companies fail because they launch their campaigns at the wrong time. A study shows that 58% of marketing campaigns fail due to poor timing. If your audience isn't ready to buy, no campaign will work. A perfect example is launching a winter campaign during the summer. If the season doesn't align with the products or services, you're setting yourself up for failure. Timing also involves understanding the customer journey, knowing when they are most likely to be engaged and ready to convert. Knowing when to launch is more than just timing with seasons. It also involves understanding the market cycle, customer behavior, and even external factors like economic shifts. 46% of marketers report timing their campaigns based on predictive analytics, ensuring they hit the sweet spot. Don't be afraid to adjust the timing of your campaigns based on what's happening in the world. For example, a retail brand might hold off on a campaign if there's a major world event that could shift focus away from consumer spending. The wrong timing could mean the difference between success and failure. If you found these insights helpful, make sure to subscribe for more game-changing marketing strategies that will help you boost your results.